Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, indeed. Giving y'all this reaction of mine from the Deontay Wilder fight. And to be honest, I wanted to see if he still had it. I wanted to see if he changed from the things he was doing beforehand. But he's still making certain, well, I should say, I hope he's not making the same mistakes as he was making previous. And he made the changes he needed to change. But we're about to see. And this dude, Tyrrell Hernon, I really don't know him. Yeah, I do be paying attention to boxing, but I don't really know who he is. And I know, like I said, Deontay Wilder done lost like three fights back to back. Well, he lost a decision his last fight, and I believe he got KO'd the fight before that. I'm not sure if that other one was a knockout, but I know he lost that one as well. Now, let's see if he learned anything, or is he still wild and reckless? Is he gonna methodically break this dude down, because he ain't nothing but excuse me, a fighter that he going through, just to see if he still got it. That's all. This dude ain't really nobody. The thing is, though, is Wilder gonna break him down like he should, because he gonna have to prove himself. They ain't gonna just put him back in there with nobody. He gonna have to prove that he's worthy to get back in there with somebody. Because he can't just keep depending, which that's what he's been doing, depending on that power. He gotta show that he can get away from some of them punches and, you know, duck and dodge some of them punches. Boxing ain't just about hitting a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You you gotta be able to show that you can't get hit. You know. Looks like he has put on a little weight though, which that can be a good thing, especially with a heavyweight. He ain't never been no fat, slouchy, sloppy dude. And let's see if, because Wilder, a lot of times he leave his body open, you know. Let's see if Hernan can take advantage of that, because he ain't short. I'm a short dude. The Hernan dude ain't short. Wilder was just tall, super tall. So he's not, what I'm saying? The Hernan dude is not short. But, let's see if he can take advantage, if he can slip, what I'm saying? Them jabs, some of them jabs that Wilder throwing and hit him in his body. Like he's slipping that. He's slipping that. Wait till he get in a little closer. And then let's see if he slip one and hit him in his body. A few of them, Wilder will slow up a little bit. But, if he can't make Wilder fear, them jabs getting slipped, or making Wilder pay for when he throw a punch and miss, it ain't really gonna be too much that dude can do. It really ain't. Really ain't. I ain't gonna try to play. Really, it ain't gonna really be too much dude can do if he can't make Wilder pay for his mistakes. And that's what it's all about. Has he correct? That's why I'm watching, to see if Wilder done corrected his situation as far as why he was losing. Because it's not like he lost a lot of fights. He only lost 4 fights. You know, and he, what is it? What they say, 43? He done won like 43 fights. But most of it been with just brute power. That's why he's called the Bronze Bomber, because he was just knocking fools out, brute, brunt power, and that's cool. But then you're gonna run into a few people that, okay, they can take that power. They know how to duck. They know how to dodge. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't just about duck and dodge. Can you make a person pay when you make them miss? And then when Deontay Wilder starts swinging all wild and crazy, is you ducking and dodging that and making him pay for all that crazy stuff. Right now, he ain't swinging crazy right now. Let's see if he done changed that up yet. Hopefully he has. Because he ain't swinging crazy right now. Nice jab, nice jab. Hit him with a nice one, too. But he was able to avoid one of them. See the Tyrrell Hernon dude, he really ain't getting no movement in, you know. He need to really get some movement in. You know what I'm saying? He got to. He got to. If he expect to just beat Wilder, you know, that's real talk. Cause it ain't like, you know, you're what's his name, Tyrrell Hernon. You expect that was a wild right there from Wilder, but yeah, yeah, he was. Hernan dude is expected to lose. He's expected to lose. He slipped some of them jabs and bust Wilder up in the body a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to be about a little something in that ring. It take a lot to get in that ring. You know, so you got to give him credit on that. Hands down, you just ain't getting in that ring. Ooh, nah, that was a knockdown, man. He connected. He connected. Probably went hard, but he connected. Wilder gonna come out with a little pep in his step. Now they saw dude fall down. Watch. You'll see dudes standing straight up there for him. He like, you know what I'm saying? Basically standing there, waiting for Wilder to bust him up. Wilder ain't doing too much moving either, but Wilder ain't the one I got to at this on in this particular fight. I like seeing Wilder throwing that jab though. I didn't saw him throw one wild punch. Hopefully he don't start. That's what got him, man. That's what got him most of them fights out of them four he lost. A few of them fights, the only reason he lost because he was throwing wild punches and he got caught. Especially that fight he got knocked out. Throwing them wild punches got him knocked out. there go another wild one. See, see, damn, he should have tagged that fool on the body. Or was that a right? Yeah, he should have hit him with that left. Stung him in his body for throwing that wild ass punch. See, when Wilder threw that wild right, dude should have ducked it, stepping forward into that left to the body. But no, he ducked it going back. Yes, indeed, man. That's crazy. I ain't feeling that in no way. As far as the train, because it looked like Wilder's whole training camp is different. You know what I'm saying? What your coach training you? What he's showing you, man? You steadily, you know, you standing straight up. You know, you basically standing there waiting to get. This dude ain't. He's just a. I forgot what you call that when you know what I'm saying. You know you gonna win this fight. You know you gonna win this fight. That's not you know you gonna win this fight. But this is where you supposed to be getting home on your skills, getting it together, showing what you done changed up, how you done changed. Technically, you ain't showing that you done changed up anything. Still seeing those wild rights. Ain't seeing as many, but regardless, ain't seeing as many. But let's see what you do when you actually get them hurt, because eventually you're going to get them hurt. Now let's see if you actually take them down methodically. Or will you just start throwing on wild rights just depending on the fact that you know you got some power behind that punch? Instead of setting them up, making them make mistakes, and making them pay for his mistakes. See, that's what makes you a hell of a boxer. If you're going to make somebody miss and make them pay for that. I like he threw it straight right there. I like that. I like that. I like seeing him throwing them straight punches and not them wild punches. That's what's up. There go down. As I said, he threw. But you can't deny he got power in that right hand. He definitely got power in that right hand. Let's see when the dude get hurt, cause he gonna get hurt. Wilder gonna hurt him eventually. Let's see if Wilder start throwing wild punches, or he set him up to knock him out. I like the fact he slipped all three of those jabs. I like that. Wilder, Wilder slipped all three of those jabs. Or dodged all three of those jabs. See, what I will say I like right now is that Wilder ain't throwing too many wild punches. I definitely like that right now. I don't like that he's standing straight up like a board. I don't like that, you know, because eventually he gonna run into a heavyweight that know how to box correctly and gonna make him pay for all them mistakes. See, now he steady going wild and crazy. I ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't enough time to do nothing with. But if he get him hurt, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, a minute and a half left or something like that, he should be able to easily, line him up proper and knock him out. He should easily be able to do that. Because this ain't no step up in competition for him or even somebody competitive to Wilder. Ain't even close to Wilder. This is just some dude to get right. That's it. Wilder need to be getting right. Homing his skills. Getting his shit together. Yeah, man, Bull should have made him pay. He should have went straight to the body. He see they both head hunting. They both head hunting. Damn all that. He should have slipped that. Bam, hit him in his body. Water, I'm guaranteeing that would have slowed Water down some. You ain't long enough. So you know what I'm saying? Just straight be head hunting. Even if you long, you ain't supposed to steady here. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be wanting to break that body down. I like that 1-2. I really do. That was a nice 1-2 Water through. Even though it didn't connect, that was a nice 1-2 Water through. Get him up top. Get on top, Water. Bam! Hit him in the stomach, Water. Hit him dead in the middle of his stomach, Water. That shit should have been your thing, man. Oh, man, they both slip a dude right there. He just a journeyman. Water supposed to beat this dude up. Water supposed to knock this dude out. Hands down, he supposed to knock him out. Water still ain't learned that he got to go to that body. He need to bust that body up. He still ain't methodically breaking dude down. Dude just wearing down. It ain't Water making him get tired. You feel me? If Water would have been busting up in the body, his headshots would have been a lot easier because dude would be scared to get hit in his body as well. He ain't too much scared to get hit in his body because Water ain't really making him pay. That you can say vice versa, but the Hernon dude, he ain't no skilled fighter. See, that's I hope that's what the corner of Wilder is gonna tell him after this fight. Is that, hey, when you fight, when you move up in competition, which Wilder done already been to the top, you know, hey, you can't be doing that same stuff, man. You can't be doing that same stuff. They're gonna be making you pay for that, and your body gonna eventually break down. Eventually, them rib shots and them liver shots gonna take hold. Them kidney and liver shots, eventually they gonna take hold. They gonna take hold of you. They gonna slow you down. They gonna make you tired. I don't know how many people done got hit in their liver, but man, hey, man, them liver shots hurt bad. That's just from fighting in the street. Let's just think about somebody to hit you in the liver that, you know what I'm saying, actually do this. That's what they do. This is how they make their money. Somebody that practice daily on punching you in your liver. Oh man, that's gonna catch up. Like, okay, right there, that was a good body shot right there. Yes, indeed. That was a slip all day, but dude tired, man. Dude tired. Dude is tired. Now let's see if he starts swinging wild and crazy. If he starts swinging wild and crazy, there's a good chance he ain't gonna knock dude out. And just think, if he was fighting somebody that actually was a veteran fighter, a seasoned fighter, him throwing them wild, crazy shots, a person as a veteran fighter and been out there skilled will be tearing his body up right now. I would say once they got their senses to him, but it'll be tearing that body up. Let's see, like I said, let's see if he back and methodically break him down. He ain't though. He just throwing punches. Y'all don't forget, it was almost 2 minutes left when dude got hurt. It was almost 2 minutes left. And this ain't knocking Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder is still a threat. Is he getting himself? Is he being trained? Is he being coached on setting your fighter up when you get him hurt? Don't just start swinging wild. Set him up. There go another wild punch. All these wild ass punches, man. And then you ain't saw not one body shot. You ain't saw him get set up not one time. He ain't trying to set him up. He just throwing one twos, and wild rights. Dude gonna make it through this round, man. That's crazy. Dude gonna make it through this round. Dude shouldn't have. Dude should have been on the canvas, sleep, with getting some smelling salt. Cause Wilder got that power. He got that power to knock you smooth, cold out. The dude is getting broke up. He just ain't getting broke up proper the way he should. Methodically. He's getting broke up because dude ain't experienced. He's letting his inexperience show. That's why dude is getting broke up. He's letting his inexperience show. Now, if that dude was a veteran fighter, I don't know if Wilder would have been doing that to him. See, this is where, like I said, Wilder should be getting his shit together. because he know dude can't knock him out. He know dude cannot knock him out unless he just do some crazy wild stuff. But he know dude just can't knock him out, man. Slow yourself down, back up, set him up, get him right. Now this should be the last round right here. It should be. Yo, swinging that wild shit, man. See, he getting caught, but all Wilder throwing is headshots. He ain't swinging wild though this time. He okay there go, but he thought he had him, but he ain't swinging wild. He ain't swinging wild. Okay, he ain't swinging wild. He ain't swinging wild at all. Why don't he tag that body with dude holding him up there? Why? I'm just confused. Why? You see him you got him hurt, and he messed up. Boom, hit him in the body. He gonna make him drop that guard down. Pow! Night night. Yeah, hey, Wilder got that fight. Wilder got that fight. Yeah, he should have got that fight. But at the same token, he didn't set dude up like he need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like Wilder is supposed to be learning. Wilder is still dependent on that brute force strength. And it's way more to the game than just being the strongest cat. Cause you're gonna run into people that's gonna be stronger than you or can't take your punches. You're going to run into some of that. Wilder already has. Wilder done been to the top multiple times, but he got knocked down and he slowly declined, more and more and more. When it was shown that you can exploit those mistakes that he's making. Hey, that that's what count. Are you paying attention to the fact that people then learn how to exploit what you do? Have you caught on to that? Have you when are you showing that didn't change as far as in your boxing game? You're a professional boxer. I ain't talking to some cat that don't get paid to box, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking to some cat that's still, drinking and, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, hey man, look, I don't think you're expecting to get back on top fighting like that. I'm gonna just say that because that dude right there, you was supposed to knock out. You was supposed to beat him, hands down. If you don't get to home your skills better than what that was right there, hey, you gonna have a problem. You gonna have a serious problem when you fight somebody that's about something for real. And they heavyweights just like you. Oh yeah, you gonna have a problem because you was left open a lot. You left yourself open a lot that fight. But hey, you won. That's what's up. Now let's see that next fight when you fight some better competition, because that's what they're gonna do. You're gonna get put in there with some better competition. That dude right there, nah, that was just a little lightweight dude. I don't mean lightweight as far as his weight class. I mean as far as what he was about, what he could bring to the table for you. You know, you knew you was gonna win that fight from the moment that fight was set up. What's gonna happen though when you in there with somebody that know what's up, that know how to fight? And I mean, as in knowing how to fight, as in knowing how to slip them punches and bust you in your body, slip them punches and catch you in your face. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen when you get in there with somebody that know how to do that? You know, and them wild, crazy punches gonna get you tired. You know, I hope y'all done heard. Okay, but when you swing and miss, that takes a whole lot of energy out of you. When you actually swinging with all your power and miss. But glad he won because I want to see him with facing some better competition. I want to see him get back to the top. To truthfully be honest with you, but he gonna have to prove that he's changed. His skill level done got better to where he need to be back at the top. Right now, no. You still need to be fighting these little guys, and these little guys as in what they're used to. You know, because you can't fight no big dog right now. A big dog will break you up right now. But hey, glad you won though. I'm glad he won. Hey, y'all share, like, and subscribe. I'm up out of here.